So, welcome to Kuro. Kuro is a personal energy management company. Kuro is a smart electricity monitoring system designed specifically for Filipino homes. In just few taps, you'll have a complete visibility into your electricity usage, cost, and consumption patterns. So, first, let's try our beta now. Let's click this button. We are greeted first with our onboarding screens, and then after that, we'll go straight to the dashboard. Kuro has four main sections. First, Home, your real-time energy dashboard. Second is Billing, where you forecast your monthly cost. Third, Alerts, to stay notified of unusual consumption. And fourth, Settings. So, in our dashboard, you'll see three charts tracking your household electricity consumption in real time. The watts chart is the main highlight here, which is seen here, the video chart, updating every 2 seconds with live data from your home's overall power usage. Notice this spike in the graph. These represent periods when your household consumes more electricity, giving you a better understanding of how your total energy usage changes throughout the day. The current and the voltage chart help monitor the stability of your electrical supply. Stable voltage levels are important because they indicate healthier electrical system. These charts are more than just a visual data, they form your household into a unique energy fingerprint. Over time, you'll begin to notice the patterns in your daily consumption habits, helping you become more aware of your electricity usage and make smarter energy decisions. And if you need additional information, we have here advanced metrics that show the frequency and power factor. So now let's move on to the billing tab. The billing tab is where Kuro gets smart. Our AI engine analyzes your usage pattern and predicts exactly how much electricity you'll consume today and by the month. And as you can see here, end of the day consumption 2.67 kilowatt hour and estimated end of the month consumption 10.86 kilowatt hour. You can you can refresh this by pulling down this page, which gives you an updated forecasting, as you can see here. And below that, see this gauge? It shows your consumption against the 200 kilowatt hour threshold of the tier 1 status of the Meralco billing. These tiers will be used to estimate the end of the month bill of your consumption. So next is the alerts tab, which is your safety net. Kuro continuously monitors your consumption anomaly, unusual patterns that might indicate usage spike outside your normal pattern or usage pattern. When we detect something unusual, you'll see a notification here and a red indicator in the alerts tab. You get notified immediately so you can investigate and save money. So, as we can see here, let's put a demo on. So here is a demo anomaly. Here you can confirm if it was really an anomaly or not. If it is, if you choose yes, it will retrain our model to match your new consumption pattern. So that's Kuro, your complete electricity intelligence system for real-time monitoring to predictive forecasting and from anomaly detection to savings recommendation. Kuro puts the power of energy management in your hands. Whether you want to understand consumption, predict your bills, or optimize your household energy use, Kuro is here to help.
Okay, let's start. Good evening, sir. Here we are to present our machine learning pipeline. The first one is the anomaly detection, and the second one is for forecasting. First, we start with anomaly detection. In anomaly detection, we use a synthetic dataset. The synthetic dataset used in this is high consumption dataset only for demo to show a flag when a anomaly is occurred. For example, this is a stable flatline trend, and like this. And then when something goes up and then goes down again, it will flag that peak time that there's a anomaly or there is a outlier among the trend line. Now, on anomaly detection, we have a original electrical key features, which is the voltage, current, power average, interval, and cumulative. And then we feature engineered this, and we got a 4 new main features. The roll mean for the 1 hour, roll mean for the 24 hours, deviation for the 1 hour, and deviation for the 24 hours. First, let's start in what does roll mean and deviation means. The roll mean means is the average power in the last hour. In this, we have a roll mean of 1 hour. It means we need to find the average of the last 1 hour. And by this, we would see that the interval kilowatt hour, in our interval kilowatt hour, means that we scan the electrical usage every 5 minutes. So for example, in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. Therefore, we would divide it to 5 because we scan every 5 minutes. Therefore, we would get a 12. And that roll mean, to get the roll mean, we would get the mean average of that 12 electricity scans consumption. And then for the deviation means that is how different is the power right now, power consumption right now, compared to the past hour of the roll mean. So in this, the computation is the current hour. So our current hour power is 1,315, and then we would differentiate that to roll mean of 1 hour, which is 771. Therefore, we would get a result of deviation for the past 1 hour of 544. If the deviation for the past 1 hour is positive, it means that you are consuming more than the recent average. Therefore, you have a unusual surge. So, when it is a negative, it means you are consuming less to the recent average. And when it is a near zero, it means your consumption is normal. And that is also same for the deviation and roll mean for the past 24 hours. The difference is that we would get the mean of 24 hours every hour. For example, the roll mean of this hour 1, hour 2 until hour 24, and then we would get the mean of that, and we would get the overall roll mean of the 24-hour time step. And same for the computation to get the deviation 24-hour. Now let's go to the models used. The models used is we have 3. The first one is the isolation forest. Second one is 1 plus SVM. The third one is the local outlier factor. And then we compared all 3 models. And as you can see here, we have the summary table on which on the top wins the isolation forest, which has a precision of 0.43, 0.85 of recall, F1 score of 0.57. Therefore, that is for our pipeline of anomaly detection. Now let's move to the forecasting side. On the forecasting side, our original features, which is a voltage, current, power, interval, and cumulative kilowatt, we first use a dataset of real-time scenario. And the real-time scenario, it has a days of the week, nighttime, daytime, and weekdays and weekends. So let's see here. We have these are the columns that we use, and then here we feature engineered this and got a new feature, which is the fractured day elapse. And the fractured day elapse or fraction day elapse, and this, the meaning of this is the remaining time of the day, or what fraction of the day is passed so far. So in this, let's say for example, the computation of this is in days, we have a 1,440 minutes. Therefore, in 24 hours times 60, that is the result. Now, to get the fraction of the day elapse, we would get the minutes passed since midnight. For example, 6 a.m. in the morning. To get the minutes of that, 6 hours times 60, therefore we will get a 360. So after we get the minutes pass, we would divide that to the whole day minutes, the minutes of the whole day. Therefore, we would get 1,080. And the 1,080 is the fraction of the day remaining, while the fraction day elapsed is the minutes of the day that is passed. Therefore, let's say for example in the 6 in the morning, we have a cumulative of 2.76. Therefore, 6 a.m. is 25% of the whole day is already elapsed, or 25% of the day minutes already passed. Now, let's go to the models use. On the models use, we use a linear regression, random forest, and SVR. And then we evaluate these three, and we get the winner, which is the random forest. In the random forest, it has a lowest RMSE. What does it mean? In lowest RMSE, it is the predictions that is closest to reality. And then the MAE, lowest MAE among the three, it has the smallest average error. And then the R squared, we have a highest R squared. Therefore, it explains that the 92.65% of the usage of the day is being used for patterns. And as we can see, the winner is the random forest. And that's it for our machine learning pipeline. Thank you.